Hello StarCraft fans and welcome to yet another replay. This time it is Yannis versus Joanne or Genie versus Jobot. I'm told this is quite a good game. So here we have Genie here, the Protoss, versus Jobot, the Zerg at the top. Quite a fetching shade of purple. Now then, Jobot, it transpired, was a player who had unfortunately not done a large amount of practice for the StarCraft tournament, and thus was perhaps not quite as skilled as they could have been for these games. Consequently, James, who played Joanne before Yannis did, asked that Yannis go easy on Joanne for this game. Long story short, he didn't.
Hey, I waited a long time.
Anyway, yeah, Yannis is currently here and is going to, I think, try and explain how this utter destruction of a game was in fact entirely justified. Let's see. Right, so looks like a pretty early Overlord coming down here. Oh, two Overlords, right? Double Overlord first, like it. In double Overlord into double Extractor. Okay, this is an unusual build path, certainly. Not one I think I've seen before, but is now getting some drones down. And provided Yannis doesn't do two bananas right at the beginning of the game, shouldn't get too heavily punished for this one. Spawning pool coming down, nice and early, along with yet more Overlords. Doesn't want to be supply blocked, that's good. Being supply blocked is a bad thing, and you want to avoid that. Joanne, I think, has been to the James Lake School of Overlord building. So, what's going on at the moment? Not much. Yannis going for a really quite early Nexus there again. This is the map with the pocket expand, so you can expect to see quite an early second base for both of these players. Joanne, I'm not sure, has actually realised about the pocket expand yet, so maybe a little bit behind Yannis on that. Again, Cybernetics core coming down, so far, it's fairly standard opening build for both players, by the looks of things. Yes, apparently the standardness is about to end. Okay, got the Queen is doing the spitting, that's good, we like that. Yes, of course, got the pylon skin. Apparently this is what's been causing the funny purple boxes here, is if the players are using a different skin for any of theirs. For instance, this is a special kind of pylon skin, which is unlocked, I think, if you get to a certain level of Protoss. It causes these, level 20-something with Protoss. Warp Gate coming in, we like Warp Gate. Warp Gate's a good upgrade. Some assimilators, lots of gas. More gateways. Zealot skin is pretty cool. Right, so again, Yannis holding this Naga Tower here. This should give him a good amount of warning if anything comes through here, unless of course Joanne is sneaky and decides to use this space around the side, although I don't think Joanne actually has an army yet, unless you count an army of Overlords. And Queens, yes, but Queens move at approximately the speed of growing toenails off creep, and therefore aren't much use as an actual army. Unless what you can do, of course, is just cover the entire map with creep, and then your Queen's can have a whale of a time, but that does tend to take a while. Right then, so what's going on here? Not much. Fairly early Twilight Council. This is, generally speaking, a Twilight Council at this point in the game implies one of two things. Either Blink Stalkers as soon as possible, or Archon, or High Templar, or possibly Dark Templar. Yannis, as it has been remarked on before, is a player who likes his DTs. Also has been seen to use Blink Stalkers before, so there's a chance a few of those may be coming up, but I have a feeling we're about to see a truly disgusting amount of Dark Templar.
If we look at the ramp...
Yep, so it does now have an army up, has a few Zerglings, that's good. This is a fairly nicely defended, this ramp here. What would be a good thing to do at this point, got a good army together, has this base very well defended, is you want to get this second base up, get your economy going, and start to build a huge army, because Zerg, I think most of all the races, needs to get their economy going. So you can see Dark Shrine coming down here, and that means only one thing, and that means DTs. Oh, what Joanne has, yeah. Oh, one note on this. Yeah, the other thing, Joanne has not, well, I don't know if Joanne has noticed or Joanne has been busy doing other things, has in fairness been spending these minerals pretty rapidly, so doesn't really have the minerals to increase her economy, but yeah, a lot of gas. Would probably recommend taking these drones off the gas and putting them on the mineral line for the time being, because frankly you don't need a lot more gas, but a few more minerals would be useful. 3 queens here, 3 queens generally regarded as overkill for one hatchery. Perhaps she's planning to build up another hatch down here and then we'll have queens immediately ready. Shadow Stride being researched. This is Dark Templar Blink. This was exactly as horrible as you think, so yeah, a few DTs going down here. I believe I'm right in saying that Yannis has no military units other than DTs, although he does have a few photon cannons here in the back of his mineral line and a couple more here, which will hopefully hold off any flying units or harass that comes through. Okay, Forge is being chrono boosted here, but to little effect, there's no actual upgrades coming out of it. Yannis, in fairness, is quite limited in terms of minerals at the moment, having seemingly spent most of it warping in DTs. Oh yes, indeed, second hatchery has gone down. And is quite built. This should hopefully help Joanne catch up in terms of income, because she is a little bit behind her opponent at the moment. Roach went down, that's nice, hopefully. Yeah, let's see some roaches to go alongside it. So, yeah, Yannis is on his 3rd base. It's quite unusual to see a Protoss with a significant base lead over his Zerg. It's not something you get a lot. Yannis going to go for a bit of a scout, will be utterly denied. So currently I think neither player really has very much vision of what the other one's doing. Yeah, so games like this can often turn into a bit of guessing work, because if you have no vision of your opponent, you don't know what they're building, and therefore it's kind of hard to build against it. Now the Yannis probably doesn't need to worry about that much at the moment, because he has a lot of aces, and therefore can be quite confident in whatever is being built. Unless of course it happens to be a flying army, in which case it's going to do this very badly, and DT's being able to hit flying units, and that doesn't likely be the case. Alright. Yes, massive DTs steadily building up. One does wonder exactly how many DTs it's going to take before Yannis is happy. I have a feeling the answer may be 200 supply. Oh, upgrades are going down. Shields, very nice. And yes, okay. 2 more forges. Yannis clearly decided to go absolutely bananas on upgrades. 3 forges is generally about the maximum that is sensible, because the most forge upgrades that can be researched at any one time is 3. This is because there are only 3 upgrades available at the forge, and as you see, level 2 cannot be researched until level 1 is finished. So, yeah, not uncommon to see a player go for 2 forges, especially late in the game. 3 is quite rare. However, Yannis, it seems, is not. He's quite happy to play the waiting game here and just build up a truly disgusting army and then march across the map with it. His income is looking pretty healthy here. As I say, DT's equal cost of gas and minerals, but generally speaking, your mineral. You see, his mineral income is a lot higher than his gas income, so therefore he should, in theory, be ending up with a surplus of minerals. You know where all the other minerals are gone, probably into workers and bases and things. Yes, both taking pylons. Okay. Is this like a trail for the DTs to follow? Do they get lost easily? They need like waypoints of pylons? Who knows what they're meant to do? Let's say Observer now coming out. I'm going to have a little peek around. No overseers or any kind of detection out for Joanne yet, so I don't think anyway. Oh yes, of course, spore crawlers are detectors, and currently this observer's route will take it past the spore crawler, so it may get spotted there. Base number 4 now going down for Yannis. He's just going to go for 200 supply DTs, isn't he? Little bit overloaded on this mineral at the moment. Would be, I think, well served to perhaps load some over here, get some gas going. Well, hey, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Right. I say, Robo Bay coming out here, nothing being built from it. Normally I would criticise this, but I have a feeling that Yannis doesn't want anything coming out of that. He just, yeah.
The observer's dead.
This is, the Observer has apparently died, what a shame. Okay, learning gateways as well. I don't know, this is honestly a build I've never seen before. Perhaps Yannis is feeling bad that his opponent hasn't been very aggressive and is thus leading a trail of pylons that she can follow in order to find his base. That's honestly the most logical explanation I can come up with at this point.
More had too many minerals.
Apparently Yannis has too many minerals, which is only something that occurs if someone is going for pure DT. Also, upgrades. Come on, man. You have 3 forges for a reason. I don't think either of these have actually researched anything yet. They're just decoration, I suppose.
Too many minerals.
Again, apparently too many minerals. Right. Okay. Well, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, so Yannis decided he doesn't have quite enough gateways, and he's going to build 8 more of them. Joanne apparently is entirely oblivious to all of this. I don't think she's actually...
Mineral
No, she's seen one of them.
depleted.
Not actually going to go and kill it, though, which is a shame. Yes, okay. Joanne probably slightly confused at this point. I don't think she really knows what's happening, to be honest. I'm not sure anyone knows what's happening at this point. Yeah, okay, large mass of DTs there. Not entirely sure what Yannis' plan is at this point. I think it may be just to kind of lure Joanne out with tasty gateways. Aha! Now this is interesting. This is Mutalisks. Mutalisks do quite well against DTs if they can see them. So you get a Mutalisk and you upgrade one of these into an Overseer, and you should be able to do quite a lot of damage. Mutalisks also are a lot faster than DTs. So Yannis may not have this game quite as easy as he anticipated. Let's see, although at the same time, like, that's a lot of DTs. Still not many upgrades though. Also, is that, yeah, base... that's base number 4. Oh no, base number 5 is coming down for Yannis. Joanne, yeah, seemingly quite happy just to sit there on the 2. Yes, apparently yes, a few cannons over here, just in case. In fairness, as I say, Yannis has quite a few. Yannis has 9 gateways. Again, Yannis has gone to the James Lake School of Building Strategy. Seemingly quite a popular school of play in this novice tournament. Oh, there's a bit of a fight going on here. Oh no, it's not. It's just Joanne taking out bouncing in here. Not entirely sure these Corruptors meant to do. Corruptors, the thing is with them, they can only hit air units, and Yannis currently doesn't have any air, and Joanne hasn't seen any air units, so generally Corruptors are built in response to things such as carriers or battle cruisers and the like. They're very good against large air units, but yeah, Yannis has none of these, so not entirely sure what the plan is here. Of course, as Joanne has yet to see any DTs, she's unlikely to know that she should really build some Overseers. Yeah, production tab is entirely empty and has been from some time, because that's quite a large surplus of minerals been building up there. I would really recommend getting some bases out. Like, you've cleared out this area, you know they're the protoss can't get up there, you've got an army defending it, put a hatch there. Again, this is a situation where I might well recommend getting sort of 2 or 3 proxy hatches, whose role is just to, macro hatches, thank you, whose role is just to churn out lava and eat into this minerals, because you really need to use up those minerals, because little do you know, there's a very disgusting army coming your way, and you're going to need to be ready for it. Also, get some Overseers. I mean, even if you don't know that your opponent has hidden units, Overseers are quite useful even without their detector capabilities. They have a number of units, number of abilities that will serve them quite well in this purpose. A hive coming down, very nice. So we are getting some upgrades here. Advancing up the tech tree, hives very useful. Allows various upgrades and structures. So
DTs coming in.
oh yes, well I think that's just more or less constant, isn't it? Just DTs every now and then. I'm not sure there's much point in narrating that, because it's pretty much what's been happening in the past. Now let's have a look at the units tab. Let's see there, 56 Dark Templar. For those of you who don't know, that's what's known in the trade as too many Dark Templar. But nonetheless, Yannis is not content and wants more. Yeah, that's an army supply. That should be, where's that then? Wait, what active forces? There we go. Yeah. Not actually, honestly, as far behind as I've expected, but still quite significant. Again, though, this many Mutalisks, if supported with an Overseer, could kill all of those DTs, because the DTs can't hit Mutalisks or Overseers. No, not so far. Build time on an Overseer, only 12 seconds though, so as soon as she sees those DTs, hopefully her first well, see those DTs, hopefully her, as soon as she realises DTs are there, oh, this is bad. No, I'm not entirely sure if Yannis is going to defend this, I don't think he is. He is indeed, he has now achieved 200 supply with 64 supply of Dark Templar. Sorry, not 64 supply, 64 Dark Templar. Now, see, you can see the slight shimmer there, and you can see the Dark Templar here, so what you need to do is very quickly get your Mutalisks, get them up there before it dies and they go invisible again. Now what you want to do is turn all of these into Overseers, or at least one of them, and, yeah, right. Doesn't appear to have realised what's happening. Yeah, well, looking at player camera here, this is what Joanna's looking at. Right. Really could do with some emphasis. So you can see the slight blur moving across the screen. So Joanne will know that she has cloaked units in her base. However, I have a nasty feeling that Joanne doesn't know that the counter to cloaked units is detectors. So sadly, yeah, this would be really quite easy to kill if you had Overseers. You don't. That makes me sad. As we can see, that's just an absolute mess. This is an obscene number of Dark Templar here. And there's the GG. That'll be a lesson that, ladies and gentlemen, never ask Yannis to go easy on you. He will simply build all of the DTs, and then you will die. Alright, thanks very much for watching.